Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Sunday Musings. Apparently, today we have a guest. This is Trace. He's a tricolor corgi. He's a tricolor corgi and one of my favorite beings in the entire world, and sometimes he just loves to be with me. So, what are we going to talk about today? I want to talk about an organization I've been spending a lot of time with, Women in Bio. Mostly because this week in 3 days, on Thursday the 24th, we're starting the first of a 3-workshop collaborative series with all 3 West Coast chapters, SoCal, Seattle, and San Francisco. And it's all about diversity and inclusion and accessibility and promoting each other. So Thursdays is all about microaggressions and unconscious bias. And I think that's really appropriate. And I just really been thinking a lot about that lately. All of us have something unique to offer, and not all of us are seen as equal. Whether it's the color of our skin, the gender we claim, the country we grew up in, the social habits we had growing up, how we were raised, all of these things, they make a difference. And they make a difference in how we are perceived and how we are welcomed and if we are considered equal. Now, I'm a white woman, so I have a certain amount of privilege with that, and I don't claim to understand the challenges that people of color have, or people of different genders, or different abilities, or physical abilities, or different, I think they claim the title differently abled. I don't have those challenges. I can only share a few of the things that have impacted me. When I was in school, a long time ago, I was one of few women in my department, and I was really excited about getting my degree in chemistry, and I worked hard and I was passionate about my projects, and my professor looked at me one day and said, "You know, those snacks you brought to our last week's meeting were really good." I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you." He goes, "As a woman, you should really think about embracing that and just using those cooking skills and going and finding your husband. Because you don't really belong in science. You don't really belong in academics." And that was crushing. In fact, it's one of the real reasons I left that school. Because I was passionate about what I was doing, and I was in an environment where that was not a microaggression. That was just pure out aggression. And there was no, well, there might have been unconscious bias on his part. I can't claim to know where he was at, but it really was harmful to me. So there's a million and other little things that we do to ourselves and to each other that fall under microaggressions and unconscious bias. I don't know all the things that impact me. I don't know if I see a person's skin color first and their face second and the smile on their face or not. I don't think I understand or realize all of those, and I know none of us truly do. But we need to start actively being aware of where we are and why we react to things and why we feel certain ways. And it's not to say our feelings are wrong, they are what they are, but understanding where they came from can give you a greater understanding of why you might do things. To that end, think about how you treat yourself. Do you speak with confidence and assertiveness that you know who you are and where you feel? Or do you hedge things with, "I sort of kind of think that this is really cool, what do you think?" Instead of saying, "I believe that this is a really important thing." Which one are you going to listen to? Me, it's the number 2, because that's said with authority. So take a moment, and when you have those knee-jerk reactions, dig a little and figure out where they might be coming from. And when people don't listen or appear to listen to what you're saying, think a little bit about how maybe you presented yourself. Talk to friends, ask them how you present, because sometimes the best thing you can do is find somebody to give you honest, open feedback about how you behave for you to uncover your own unconscious bias and figure out what your own little triggers are that cause you to either be a victim of microaggressions or perform them yourselves. And with all of that, I also welcome you to think about opening your eyes and your ears and your heart and celebrating the amazing little things and the depth of the richness of the world around you, the science that's happened, the inventions. The world we live in is really because we have a diverse, eclectic mixture of people from all backgrounds and all genders and all social influences and some strange music influences. And all those things, they enrich our lives. We're better off because all of that innovation happened through our diversity. It's not going to be something we can change overnight, but it's something that might help. If you want to learn more about microaggressions and unconscious bias, think about joining us on Thursday at 4:30 Pacific for Women in Bio for the panel on this. I'll have a little link right here so you can register. And if you're a woman in the sciences, pharmaceutical industry, biotech, anything like that, anywhere in the US, think about, or Canada, think about joining a Women in Bio chapter near you. If not them, there's other great organizations. And with that, I'll see you next week.